Good morning, fellas. So today it's weekend, it's Saturday. It's well after 10, I think maybe before 11 already. So disaster struck this week. Was it Thursday? I locked away the young birds, or the youngest of the young birds, and then let the older birds and the older youngsters out. The section I locked them in was the one there, straight there. Let me just show you guys. With this wire door. So I think what happened is, after I opened the loft, I went inside the house, and this wire door, like you can see, there's a latch, but if the birds push there, so they open it up, and then others can come out. Maybe not necessarily the ones that is pushing to get out because they see the other birds outside. But yeah, what then happened is, when I came outside the house, I saw that there's a hell of a lot of youngsters outside, and I tried as far as possible to keep them separated when letting them out. And yeah, so there was now this whole lot of youngsters outside with the older birds, and yeah, once they are outside, stopping them. And the small airplanes that is being used on the farms to spray the insecticides passed here very low, and all the birds that was on the loft, the roof, took to the skies. Not all the youngsters, but most of them that was outside took to the skies. And luckily for me, they then managed their way back down. And then on the same day, I had parental obligations at school. They had to attend a meeting at 6:30 now, as you've seen maybe in the previous video. How I struggled with the two duns that were sitting outside and didn't want to respond to my calls to come into the loft. So that was now the incident with the youngsters that was outside. And I think 7 o'clock, of course, yeah, just after 7, sun is already gone down, and the school is just across the road from me. As we returned, I saw the falcon chasing one of the youngsters at dun, and then there was a whole lot of them circling close to the loft, and then they went out of sight and came back, and I was begging and calling, and then eventually it started getting dark and I didn't see any birds. And then my son was still outside, and he picked up this youngster, that dog checker. Let me just, there he goes onto the landing board. He picked up this dog checker in the road, in the dark, just there in front of the house. And then I went to go look around, and I got one of the youngsters sitting here on this pillar, my front wall here. There, the second one. So by the gate, the pillar on the right, he was sitting on top of that, but at first I didn't see the bird, so yeah. And that was now a very, very, very bad experience there with the birds. And last night, luckily one of the fellow fanciers, he posted a blue white-flight youngster that was at his place. I checked the ring number, I checked my book, and I said, no, but that's my bird. So I went to go fetch the youngster there last night. And yeah, so I'm not sure if there is still birds out from that disaster that struck here. Let me just show you guys the blue white flight that I went to fetch. So the blue white flight of this blue white flight here. So what I did here is I rung this bird with an old ring. You can see there's a ring, a red ring on the bird's foot. This youngster here has got a pink ring. That's a 2019 ring. So this is the youngster that I rang for my son to raise Junior with. And there's this bird now. There's little chicken. Okay, here we are. So this is the bird that went in there by my fellow friends here, just close by, actually just on the other side of the trees. But it seems to me like when they cross over, they don't know how to get back. Because if this bird went in there by him yesterday, meaning that the bird was still out the whole day yesterday searching for his loft, but he couldn't find the loft. And I did circle the older birds last night. So today I'm letting out, I'm just opening the loft, all of the birds that can come out together. It's late in the morning, and for that reason I'm opening, because I know they're not going to fly that much because it's hot. And I think while it's so hot, it's an ideal time to let the birds out together. Bearing in mind that the heat will keep them a little low and bring them back quickly. So yeah, you can see now I tried my best to just keep them separated, but unfortunately I didn't secure the birds nice or secure them properly to keep them inside. I just hope I must now actually physically check the birds and my book to see whether all of them is back. So yeah, but I'm pretty confident. Even that one flapping its wings there, the checkbait, he was out the night the hawk chased him on Thursday, and yesterday I found him in the loft. So with that in mind, I think I'm pretty confident that they can be out and about with the older birds now. But I'm more relying now on the heat to just keep them. But there in the distance is some of my birds flying about. Let's just see if they're coming back. Okay, there they go. So yeah, it seems like the heat is not affecting them too much. So while I'm relying on the weather, they are still resilient in this heat. But I think we are good to go now. They can all come out together, no more separation. They have had a test with the falcon attack, but I should just maybe try today to get them all in by 4 o'clock. Because from before 11 till 4 o'clock is enough time outside for them to just do their thing the whole day. Yeah, that is where we are, guys. Good afternoon, guys. So look at this blue boy youngster. Completely, absolutely tired. So I'm past that stage of letting them out on their own, and I let them out with the older birds and the older youngsters. And look at this bird. So this one, in fact, all the youngsters were flying now together with the older birds, and this is the blue boss experience with the older birds. So they took this one out on a trip, and it was daunting, very, very tiring. You can see this bird is not even going to its perch wherever it was sitting in the loft. I don't take note of where the birds are sitting. But This is one of them. I had two other chicks. In fact, it was Yankees babies that was also now out late with this blue ball, just sitting it out on the rooftop until I just fed them a little grain, and then they only made their way down. So this blue ball had a very traumatic experience. You can see. Look at this blue ball here also. This one is not too bad, the one in the perch, but that one is completely messed up. Tired. Just want to see if I can go through the loft and just have a closer look. There, the blue ball white flight also appears to be very tired. This is now the experience flying with the older birds. These ones here look okay still, or maybe it's just because I'm close here. If I look at the checker here next to the dun, the check on the left, it looks a little bit puffed up. The dun itself looks a little puffed up. There's another blue ball there on the far end, also looks puffed up. So they had a really strenuous trip with the older birds today. The older birds took them on a toss, it seems, because the older birds is a real flying hard. Look at them, they are messed up. Tired, man. Look at the chicken there, sleeping. Oh my word. They had a really daunting trip. And remember, now I put my birds out. I almost don't want to speak loud. I want to disturb the bird. Other side is the stronger youngsters. These youngsters here, but most of them are of the oldest or the older youngsters, so they look a bit stronger. Yeah, so that is what happens. Here's some of that lighter. Here's another blue boy here. Napete gevlieg. That chick also went out with him, and then this mate is this one. This is Yankees babies. This chick and that one there. So they are 80 and 81. I can't remember now how the first, I think it's 089. Yeah, 089 80 and 089 81. That is their ring numbers. Also another youngster. Shh, let's not make a noise. Damn! Oh my word. I can't believe it. So yeah, we are past that stage of letting them out on their own. They must go out now with the older birds, and look, man. They are dead. They are tired. So, FBC the fight is the last car reserve bird. So they have 6 youngsters that I'm still letting out on their own, separate from the rest of the birds. So tomorrow morning I will let them out, the 6 youngsters, and then keep the rest of the birds in. So I'm still on the trend where I'm homing them, yeah, just to make sure that they don't get lost or take to the skies too early. I don't know this chicken here. Let me just show you guys. It's got this is a youngster with a shiny neck, and like I just said, now this chickbait is the one closer to me, is the last car reserve bird. And if I look at them in comparison to, say, the dun, that checker, this one here, the blue bar there, that dark chick there, their necks are pretty shiny. It's the first time that I noticed this. It's almost like it's adult feathers and they haven't even molted yet. These are also still youngsters, but they look like old birds. I mean the necks. So yeah, guys, this is me. To see how these youngsters are completely drained of the training. I think our traffic department is plus minus maybe 3.5 kilometers away. I can't say for sure it was my birds, but I almost midday, 1 o'clock around there, I went to the traffic department today and I saw a flock of birds flying there. They were a bit too far for me to be able to tell if it was my birds, but I don't know, it's just maybe far-fetched, a wild guess. But looking at some of the youngsters, how beat up they are, I wouldn't be surprised if it was my birds. But I know my youngsters, they fly really strong. It's just that the younger ones now, it's something new for them to go on a trip like this. Today was actually a nice day. It was a little overcast this morning, so the fly or for them to fly that or to range that far was not something unlikely to happen. But damn, woo, this is going to be interesting, really interesting. Alright guys, I'm out. I just wanted to show you how tired some of the youngsters are, how daunting it was for them today's training. Shit, man. But yeah, we'll see how they look tomorrow. The one closest there to the door that I first showed you, that one, I don't know if that bird will be recovered by tomorrow. But damn, this one was sleeping here on the roof. I thought maybe it was going to sleep on the roof. But yeah, guys, I'm out. We'll chat again.